What's up, ladies and gentlemen? We are back for our second of 2 games. We will have... What? We will have...
technical difficulties. Goodness.
The Hesston Swathers versus the Holcomb Longhorns. This could be a very good game. Both teams ranked in the top 10 of 3A. Holcomb at number 10, Hesston at number 1. Hesston is 7-0 they're pretty much dominating. It feels like watching Andale football at this point. Their closest game has been 18 points. Meanwhile, Holcomb has been playing very well.
They have indeed.
They've only lost 1 game to the number 3 team in 3A. And that was by 3 in overtime.
And they've also beaten a top 5 team in 3A against when they beat Hoisington by 9 points. That's what Jackson said.
That was Hillsboro.
Hillsboro. No, Jackson said they beat Hoisington. I talked to him yesterday.
No, he's wrong.
Oh, okay. It's not often that he's wrong.
Especially in math.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Love Jackson.
Yeah, this is sure to be a very good game.
Oh, yeah. I can't wait.
Yeah, but I mean,
I don't know. We really shouldn't have won it. We should have.
So I think the keys to the game for the Dragons, they have to.
Who are the Dragons?
The Longhorns. For some reason, I can't spit it out.
Yeah, I know.
The Longhorns, tough. They have to knock down shots today. If they don't knock down shots, this game could be over fairly fast, just based on how much talent the boys have. Yeah, and then they also need to stop the dribble drive from Hesston. That's one of their main
ways of scoring.
Strengths. There we go. Yeah. Their main strengths on the offensive side.
And on the Holcomb side, their keys to the game, or on the Hesston side, their keys to the game would be to rebound the basketball, which is something that, I mean, we used to practice a lot in basketball. And like Roger Trimble says, just get that arm bar, get them boxed out, be good. And then also, in Greg's words, toughness inside, getting post touches. This Holcomb team is not nearly as tall as the Swathers are, so if the Swathers are able to get the ball inside to Nick and Ben and just go to work in the post and be physical in there, then they can definitely do some damage.
Absolutely. Getting those starting lineups, we got Braxton Sizemore, number 3, Dalton Long, number 10, Zephin Mason, number 13, Cooper Autry, number 33, and number 15, Dagan Van Pelt. And then for the Hesston boys, you got Braden Schilling in there.
It will be alongside Kaysen Richardson, the Tetris king of Hesston High School, Jackson Humphreys.
Oh, my.
Nick Arnold, and also Ben Bollinger. I had to get it in there. I mean, he just is.
This Hesston team is so balanced in so many ways. I mean, okay, so you got your predominant scorer in Kaysen Richardson. He can score from all 3 levels, and especially from inside. Once he gets inside, good luck stopping that. Great finisher at the rim. You got your secondary scorers in Nick Arnold and Braden Schilling, who can really put it on when they really need to. You got your defensive-minded players, Braden Esau, Ben Bollinger. You got your rebounders, also Ben Bollinger. You got your shooters, Braden Brunner, Ty Schrader.
Jackson Humphreys.
Jackson Humphreys.
Knockdown sharpshooter.
Jackson Humphreys is such a tool on the basketball court. He can really do anything you need him to do.
He's a Swiss Army knife.
Yeah. And then Jake Proctor off the bench provides scoring and passing. And his game is so smooth. Watching Jake Proctor is definitely a very fun thing to do. Has a very smooth game, silky smooth, kind of like Kyrie Irving.
And the Swathers are indeed deep, as you say. They can go 3, 4, sometimes 5 deep into the bench. So it's going to be a very interesting game here.
This should be an exciting game to watch.
Holcomb Longhorns will start with the basketball. Mason got the inbounds and passed to Autry. Autry back to Long. Long to Autry. Autry to Mason. Mason to Van Pelt. Van Pelt up top to Sizemore. Sizemore then to Long. Long to Mason. Mason back to Long. Looking in, nothing there. And the ball is poked by Braden Schilling. Is he going to go in for the dunk? Goes in for the layup, and it is in. Great hands there by Schilling.
That is the prime example of defense leading to offense. Great defense there in the first possession from the Swathers, and then that steal there from Schilling is able to convert on the other end with the layup.
Mason has the ball up top on the key after the Braden Schilling steal and easy layup. Looks like he's about to run a set play. Goes ISO on Braden Schilling, gets into the lane. No foul is called, and there was a foul on the rebound. Looks like it will either be on Jackson Humphreys or Kaysen Richardson. Let's see who it's on here.
It honestly looked like more of a foul on that first shot attempt than the second one.
I agree.
Maybe it was a makeup call for that, because I think they actually switched it. It was the first one was a first one was a foul. Second one might not have been.
So Autry will go to the line to shoot 2, and the first one is up and good. And that's again back to the boxing out for the Swathers. They just boxed him out. They didn't be able to get that rebound. Instead, they tried to jump for it, and they ended up getting tied up with him. Second free throw is also up and good, so we will get to see the Swathers' first set offensive possession. Richardson brings the ball up. It looks like Holcomb is in a 2-3 zone. 2-3 zone?
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Maybe a 3-2.
Yep. Kick to Nick Arnold in the corner for 3. Bang! He hits it. Beautiful find there by the point guard, Kaysen Richardson, to find Nick Arnold in the corner for 3, and the score is 5-2 Swathers. Autry working on Bollinger.
There really isn't a single player on the Swathers who can't really shoot the ball very well, other than maybe Ben Bollinger, but even he has been making a couple three-pointers this season.
And usually crowd noise is not a factor in most of the places that you go, especially in COVID season, but the Swathers JV team is loud here as Mason hits a long 3 for the Longhorns.
That is a beautiful shot there.
Oh, it was pure.
If this game goes anyway like the first 2 minutes have been, we are in for an exciting one.
Kaysen Richardson pulls up from 3. No good. Short. Long rebound to Ben Bollinger. He grabs it on the wing. Swings it up top. Humphreys to Schilling. Schilling looks inside. Has Bollinger. Decides not to get it to him. Kaysen Richardson going towards the rack. He's either going to get fouled or makes it, and he makes it. Kaysen Richardson, unstoppable on his drives to the basket, is able to convert on that one.
Yeah, there's an example of his finishing ability right there. I mean, he had a dude all over him, and it didn't even matter. It was like there was no one there.
Mason working on Humphreys. Hits him with a crossover dribble. Kick to Autry. Autry, and he travels. Or sorry, that's Van Pelt that traveled. My bad. First substitution into the game is Johnson. Comes in to replace Long for the Longhorns.
You know, that smoky announcer was not lying. This crowd is getting rowdy.
They are hype. Swathers back on the offensive end. Kaysen Richardson with the ball now. Down to the corner to Jackson Humphreys. Dribbles up towards the top of the key. Looks to drive, doesn't. Back to Schilling. Schilling to Bollinger. Bollinger cross-court pass, Jackson Humphreys. Oh, I thought he was going to pull the trigger. Didn't do it. Instead, kicks it up top to Richardson, who's into the corner to Schilling. Schilling, long 3, goes for his own board, almost takes out Mason's legs, but he continues into the fast break, which ends up with a 3-pointer for Van Pelt, which is good. Nothing but the bottom of the net for Deegan Van Pelt. Brings the score to 8-7, Holcomb in front. Humphreys now with the ball on the wing, looks into Bollinger, doesn't get it there. To Richardson on the wing, Richardson up to Jackson Humphreys. Thought about the 3, doesn't take it. Now to Schilling. Schilling into the post to Richardson. Good luck stopping that.
Yeah, that's just too easy for Kaysen. If you're going to have, and this is no disrespect to Braxton Sizemore, but he's just a little too small for Kaysen there in the post. Kaysen with that strength to just go up with it. And he doesn't even look like the biggest player, but his dribble is powerful when he gets close to the rim.
Yeah, Kaysen Richardson, definitely something special as he misses the first free throw off the front rim. That's also something the Swathers do occasionally struggle with, is free throw shooting, but all teams struggle with it. But sometimes the Swathers a little bit more. So let's hope they can get that figured out this game. Second free throw up. Nothing but net. And Schrader and Esau will now check in for the Swathers as Long checked back in for the Longhorns. God, that's perfect pun right there.
And already we're seeing, like I was saying earlier, Kaysen with 3, and then the secondary scores, Nick and Schilling with 2 and 3 of their own.
Yeah. They spread the love, spread the ball around. Mason working on Schilling, gets to the rack, kicks out. Van Pelt, 3-pointer short, no good. Ty Schrader with the board. He's going to push it. Looking up, has nobody, slows it down a bit. To the corner to Nick Arnold, up top to Esau, to Schilling, to Schrader in the corner. Thought about the 3, didn't take it. Had the chance to get into Richardson, but didn't take it. Braden Schilling, corner, pull up, Jay. No good short. Schrader with the O board, and he will reset the offense.
Schrader is such a fun player to watch for the Swathers. He plays with such hustle and heart.
And He takes the ball to the basket. Yep. What a good call by Cole there. That was a great drive by Schrader, and that's the 4th Swather with the basket now to start this game. On the other end, Mason takes it to the rack, and he will be fouled by Braden Schilling.
Going back to Schrader, he had a defensive board on that last possession, and then he had an offensive board on this possession, and then he drove to the lane and got that easy layup there. He's just so fun to watch. Plays with a lot of hustle, a lot of heart.
And it was not an easy drive at all. And he had to split 2 defenders with the left hand off the glass. Absolutely beautiful shot there by Ty Schrader.
So that first step acceleration there, really allowing him to get to the basket.
Mason's first free throw is up, and it is no good off the back iron. Keeps the score, Swathers 10, Longhorns 8, as Jake Proctor checks into the game for Braden Schilling, the sophomore point guard. So now the Swathers, we're already seeing that depth, have 3 non-starters in the game already. And they play just as good as the starters, too. That's what makes a team great, is with their bench is good. Kason Richardson to bring the ball up the court to Esau, to Proctor in the corner. Arnold at the top. Kason on the left side. Dribbles the middle of the lane with his right hand, kicks out to Arnold. Sets Arnold the screen and rolls back. Has inside position on Mason. He's going to go to work. He's going to work, goes up with the ball. There is just no stopping Kason Richardson inside the post. Kid is something special. Makes the score Swathers 12, Longhorns 9.
And we're talking about that Swather depth. I think there's arguably about 5 or 7 players on this Swather team that would be starting pretty much anywhere else at the 3A level.
It's just, and that's what makes a team great, is that the scout team is what makes a team great. When your scout team can kick your butt in practice, that makes it so much easier for everybody else when you play everybody else. So that's just great for the Swathers. As Mason, the other team, takes a spin move towards the middle of the lane. Shot is no good, and boarded by Ty Schrader once again. Jake Proctor got away with a little bit of a walk there, and there it is. He called it, shuffled his feet, then took a step and dribbled. Doesn't look like Coach Raleigh is very happy with that call. Thinks it happened a little bit too late, but he's laughing it off with the official, and all's well that ends well, I guess. Looks like the Swathers are in some token pressure of their own. Just a little bit of a man press to speed things up a bit. Braxton Sizemore to bring the ball up the court. He came in gave Zephin Mason a little break there on the bench. Up top to Van Pelt. Van Pelt to Mesa. Mesa to Long. Long back to Van Pelt. Van Pelt looked at Mesa, didn't give it to him. Said passes it to Johnson. Johnson back to Van Pelt. Van Pelt working in. Back to Sizemore. Sizemore to Van Pelt. Van Pelt, top of the key, Long. Thought about the 3, didn't take it. Great defense being played here by the Swathers. The Holcomb Longhorns are getting nothing that they want. Sizemore couldn't get the ball. Back up top to Van Pelt. Van Pelt to Long. Long into Mesa. Ball knocked away by Kason Richardson. Turns, throws it in. Ball's tipped by Jake Proctor. Picked up by Nick Arnold. Up the court to Ty Schrader. Ty Schrader with the easy layup.
And that is,
my goodness.
That is just beautiful defense there from the.
And they'll force a timeout by the Holcomb Longhorns.
I gotta go back to that last series there.
Holy cow.
That defense there. That defense there was beautiful. Not only can the Swathers light the scoreboard up, but they can suffocate you with their defense.
Oh man, the Holcomb Longhorns were given absolutely nothing on that possession. And then you just got the opportunity to see the athleticism of all of the Swather players. I mean, you had Kason Richardson sprinting after the ball, throwing it back into Jake Proctor. Jake Proctor with a tip. Nick Arnold goes to meet the ball, catches it, and throws it up the court to Ty Schrader, and then made the physical layup. I mean, just beautiful basketball.
I mean, that is I don't really know how basketball can get much better than that.
Oh, man, that is what James Naismith envisioned when he invented the game.
Not really. Not really what he envisioned, but, you know, that's what it's become, and I couldn't be more happy about it.
Oh, man. Just unselfish basketball is the best basketball to watch. So much fun. Just working together as a team. It's never about me. It's about what can I do for them. I just love to see it. Braden Esau guarding Mason now. Back into play. Gives the ball off to Sizemore. Sizemore working on Braden Bruner, the senior who just entered the basketball game. Ball to Johnson, then kicked back out to Long, and Long traveled. He thought he had Van Pelt going back door. Van Pelt had other plans and ends up in a turnover.
More good defense there from the Swathers. They've been suffocating early in this game.
I just like to point out the Swathers have one starter on the floor right now. They're already 9 deep into their bench, and it's not even the end of the first quarter. That's some impressive basketball right there. Bruner with the ball at the top is going to dribble left and gives it to Ty Schrader. Ty Schrader attacks the middle of the court, goes up. Oh, up and under, no good. Board by Proctor, ball's no good, knocked away, and Proctor regains possession and will slow it down for the Swathers.
That would have been a beautiful layup there from Schrader.
Ball goes off of Schilling's legs and will be corralled by Bray Nissaw. Ty Schrader with the ball, works it into Schilling, who's working in the post. Got a big height advantage up off the high glass.
Another case of if it just being too easy. I mean, right there alone, that was about a 9-inch height difference.
You can't help it. Mason with the ball up top for the Longhorns, just dribbling right now, chilling, having the time of his life. Working on Bray Nissaw there. To the corner to Long. Long, back up to Sizemore. Sizemore, pump fakes with the shoulders a couple times, drives middle, kicks back out. To Long. Long, easy layup.
Great pass there from Dalton Long. He saw that underneath man. Great pass, great vision there from Long.
And I'm guessing the Swathers will hold here for the last shot. Probably going to run high 1 or high 2. Let's see what they do indeed run. And it looks like it's going to be high. Oh, it's KU. The kick up top to Schilling. Schilling working in. He's going to pull up, fade away. Oh. Bang! These Swathers just don't miss. Autry gets the inbounds. 3/4 court shot up.
Oh,
and just left it short. And oh man, Cole, what a first quarter.
All right, we are going to start with a quick ad. So I'd like to give a shout out to the Hesston Pharmacy. Hey, Swather fans, thanks for choosing the Hesston Pharmacy. When you support your locally owned and operated pharmacy, you make it possible for us to pass it on to Hesston kids with ads like this. Thank you, and go Swathers.
Thank you so much to the Hesston Pharmacy. Love the Keekers. Some of my favorite people.
For sure.
Yeah.
Joey has done so much for the AV group over the past couple of years.
And we got to watch Katie play in our last game, so 2 for 2 there. But, I mean, just back to that first quarter action. I mean, that was just phenomenal basketball being played. I mean,
both teams, too.
Oh, yeah. And Holcomb, they're doing all they can, but the Swathers, they just aren't missing. They only haven't scored on 2 of their possessions the entire first quarter.
I don't know. I really do not know what you can do to stop this Swather offense. Like for example, that last possession there, they guard that set play perfectly, and then Schilling just backs in the post and pulls up right in your mouth for a 2-pointer. Like, what do you do?
There's no stopping it. And then this Swather team, they're always putting in fresh legs, 9 deep, and it wasn't even the end of the first quarter. It's just no guarding it.
And one person I'd like to point out is Bruner. He didn't actually get really any action when he was in the game, but he has been a very good addition. He really improved over the last year. His shot has been immaculate. He's been shooting very well. You saw him against Smokey earlier in the season. He dropped 15 on like 4 threes, I believe.
Jeez.
He's been a very good addition. Not even an addition because he's been here, but he has been working on his craft for 4 years, and he's improved tremendously.
Looks like Swathers will not be running their coined inbounds play, but they end up running one. Then look to get Braden Schilling shot in the corner, wasn't there. Up top to Kason Richardson. Richardson patiently waits, gets to Ty. Schrader looking in for Bollinger, nothing there. Backs it out. Corner Jake Proctor. Jake Proctor also looks in. Back to top key to Richardson. Richardson to Schilling. Schilling to the elbow. Nothing there. Kick to Jake Proctor. Jake Proctor's 3 is good.
Good night, bro. This Swather team, I'm obviously a little biased, but this Swather team is so fun to watch.
They are shooting lights out, and they are up by 10 against the number. Oh, what a hustle
Great
play.
hustle there from
then Jake Proctor.
And that should be Swather ball. Yeah.
Goodness gracious. This is just so much fun to watch. I mean, that's just, what a hustle play by Ty Schrader.
And that's why he's one of my favorite Swathers to watch. I mean, he pokes that ball out, gets on the floor, gets dirty, gets down in the mud, so to speak. Obviously, there's no mud out here in the court. And then Jake Proctor, again with the hustle, throws it off the Holcomb player for Hesston ball.
And those are the plays. That was also one of Swather's keys to the game, was be the first on the floor. Kason Richardson pulls up from 3 and gets the bounce. It's just, there's nothing you can do. The ball hit the heel from the corner and managed to go in. That's just tough break.
The Swathers can do no wrong at the moment.
Mason on the other end drives, no good. Gets his own board and will go up and be able to shoot 2 free throws.
And it's not easy to come back from down when you're getting beautiful passes like that in there to the post, and then the ball just rims out somehow, because that ball was down in the hoop and it rolled out. Granted, he still got the board and will be shooting too, but
yeah, and Holcomb's got to cut into this lead fast, because so far they've only played 7 deep. So this Swathers team, you know, sometimes you factor in fatigue on the ability of a team to come back and crawl back into the game. But the Swathers are not a team that's going to get tired very quickly, especially when you're putting new legs in every single dead ball. So Holcomb's got to cut in this lead and cut into it pretty quickly.
I think pretty much the only player who's been in there for the most of the time has been Schilling, because he was out when all the starters, or he was in when the starters were all out.
Mason does connect on both of his free throws from the line, so that's good. Richardson brings the ball up the court, gets into the post. Uh-oh, it's over. Oh, man, it's just, and he just got in and went right to work.
And that's really not, who's guarding him on that possession? Was that
number 15?
Yeah, that was Van Pelt.
Van Pelt.
And you really can't fault him. There's not a lot he can do there.
No, not at all.
Kaysen just gets so strong when he's in the post.
And he has that ability, and I mean, his ability to shoot with both hands makes him a threat from either side of the court. And so he just, that fake spin move to the right and easily got to the other side of the layup, and Holcomb was fortunate he didn't get the and one.
Yeah, just rimmed out there on that layup attempt.
Second free throw is short, no good. Ooh, Nick Arnold almost could have gotten the foul there.
That was a good board there by Mesa.
Very good board. Mesa going with his right hand in the middle of the lane. Meets Ben Bollinger, so can't go all the way to the hoop. Kicks back out to Mason. Mason with a crossover dribble into the lane. Step back shot. Blocked by Braden Schilling. Braden Schilling, what a block.
That was a great recovery because Mason had him on the step back, and then he was able to recover and block that shot with that 6'5" frame there.
Absolutely beautiful. Kaysen Richardson off to Ben Bollinger on the wing. Bollinger to Arnold. Arnold back into the post to Richardson. Richardson kick to Ben Bollinger. One dribble into the lane. Missed layup. Great move by Ben Bollinger. Just couldn't quite finish. Board goes to Mason. Mason working on Ty Schrader, one of the Swathers' best defenders. Schrader, a little bit of a moving screen there on Mason. Ref didn't see it. Steps back for the three. No good. Off the mark. Board to Nick Arnold. Arnold thought about passing it up to Schrader. Between the legs dribble. He's going to go to the rack. He's going all the way in. And one for Nicholas Arnold.
They changed it to a. Did it look like he changed it to a charge?
He was going with the and one symbol.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
because he went like this, and then he went like, yeah.
I get what you're seeing there, Cole, but man, what a play by Nick Arnold. The between the legs dribble.
That was beautiful.
Oh.
I'm struggling to find words to describe how fun of a basketball game this is to watch.
This is just. This is fun stuff.
And you like seeing them play against more talented teams, because you get to see really how good they truly are.
Yeah, instead of just beating up on the weaker opponents. I mean, a team that's top 10 in the state, and you're beating them by 14, it's not even the end of the second. It just shows how great this Swather team really is. Sizemore with the ball up top, kicks out to Johnson. Oh, Autry, sorry. Autry to the corner to Van Pelt. Van Pelt, middle of the lane, decides to pull up, blocked again by Braden Schilling.
Schilling is playing amazing on
up to Richardson.
Right now.
Richardson is going to go Euro step, layup with the right hand, and it is just unstoppable. Oh my goodness, this Swather basketball team, Cole, what about it?
I truly don't know what you can do as a team, because this is not a bad team by any stretch of the imagination.
In fact, they're incredibly talented. The Swathers' defense into offense is just killing them. On the fast breaks, they just can't get a stop, can't catch a break. All the shots are falling. Lights out shooting by the Swathers, and it is.
Schrader with an early 4, Schilling with 5, Richardson with 11 already, which is impressive, and then Arnold with 5. So just those 4 players contributing to the score so far, but they have been scoring often, early and often.
Yeah, that's a great way to put it there, Cole. And it looks like Swathers are coming out into their 1-3-1. And this Swathers team is incredibly long. And you look out of the court, you don't have a single player who is under 6 foot on the basketball court.
I missed it. Proctor also has 3.
There we go. He did sink one. Immediately get that half-court trap between Schilling and Arnold. Gets the pass off to oh, that was a travel. He big-time traveled there. Pass goes up top to Palacios?
Yep.
Palacios. And then the ball is tied up by Nick Arnold. Man, just
everywhere, bro.
Suffocating defense there by the Swathers. And Holcomb definitely got away with the travel there. We could see the toe drag from there, but there was just a defender in the way. Ref couldn't quite see it, but so they did technically.
And I think the Swathers are living with that too. I mean, not that they don't want the possession, but up 16, and they still got the tie-up out of it. That's honestly better for them. I mean, they didn't get the ball back immediately, but they're going to get the ball back on the next tie-up.
Ah, there we go. Collins switched at that time. Palacios for 3, no good. Off the board, off the backboard. Esau, nobody stopping him, drives the middle of the lane. Kick out, Casey Richardson for 3. Bang! Oh my goodness, you just can't stop him.
I got to think they're shooting at like an 80 clip at this point.
Oh, it's got to be higher than that. 3-pointer for Sizemore, no good.
There was definitely a push off there by Sizemore or Mesa in the paint there.
And the Swathers they might be close to on pace for 90 points at this moment. There's just no stopping them. Already up by 19 points on one of the top 10 teams in the state. Just an impressive show of basketball by these Swathers. Braden Schilling has the ball in the corner, up to Arnold at the top, to Humphreys, to Esau. Esau looks in, had Arnold, decides not to give it to him. Schilling around the wing, Jackson Humphreys. Jackson Humphreys drives baseline, up, off he was there.
That's a great charge there from Mesa to get in the way of Humphreys and take that charge.
Yeah. Jackson gets up, he was smiling, he knew what it was, just couldn't quite avoid it. And just great position there by Mesa. But, I mean, that's something that the Longhorns have got to do more often. I mean, these Swathers, they drive the lanes, and they drive the lanes hard. So if you get in there, take a charge, you're going to have a lot of opportunities to do that. Meanwhile, on the other floor, Mesa drove baseline, was nothing there. Mason now with the ball up top. Dribbles left off of, and Jake Proctor's going the other way. He's going to go up and miss the layup. Tough board.
Nice defensive presence there from Autry. Nice
up ahead
pass.
to Sizemore. With the pump fake, no foul. Turns, spins, shoots, no good. And we're going to end up getting a jump ball.
What strength there from Mesa there on the board. Just ripped it away, but
ends up
a little too late.
Ball. Jump ball possession will go to Swathers after that jump ball on the 1-3-1 half-court trap that happened not a few minutes ago. And so Proctor will bring the ball up for the Swathers. Holcomb now picking him up at half court. Schrader now with the ball in the corner. With the backdoor cut, didn't find him. Esau on this other side. Into Schrader. Schrader in the lane. Shot blocked from behind. Great block, and now Mason's going the other way. He's got Sizemore on his right. Decides to pull up in the middle of the lane, and they say he dribbled the ball off his knee, so his shot will not count.
That was a little unfortunate there because I think he just got a little cut up because that was a nice little finish there with the floater.
But it was beautiful, too. Nothing but net.
Mason has been their main source of scoring so far with 6 of their 13 points.
And main source of offense, too, if you don't mind me jumping in, because everything seems to flow through him.
Yeah.
And, the kickouts, everything else, it just flows through him and does it really well. Casey Richardson to bring the ball up for the Swathers, off to Schrader. Schrader to Esau. Esau looked at Proctor, didn't give it to him. Casey Richardson on the drive with the and one. There just wasn't any stopping it. And he had that rip through, and he was already past him. Mesa hesitated for just half a second, and that's all Casey Richardson needed to get to the rack.
I can't help to just sit here and laugh at Casey's outpouring of points so far. Already with 16 in this first half. You really can't really do anything against this dude right now. He's on fire from all 3 levels of the game. He
is indeed. You are right, Cole. And it also translates to his defense. He's also been playing incredible defense. Looks like Swathers are dropping back into their black, which is their 1-3-1. And as soon as he walks across the timeline, that could have been an over and back there. And we'll dump it off to Autry. Wow. Autry, and his pass is stolen by Ben Bollinger. Up to Braden Esau. Esau drives lane, kicks out to Ty Schrader. Schrader has an opening, kicks out to Richardson. Richardson to Bollinger. Bollinger thought about the pass to Proctor, but didn't give it to him. Richardson gives it up to Schrader. Schrader takes one dribble off to Esau. Esau drives, kicks to Richardson. Richardson thought about turning the corner, doesn't. Off to Proctor, who does turn the corner. Pull up, jumper, no good. Board to Autry, and Autry is off and running. Got long up ahead of him, doesn't pass it. Crossover dribble, spin move, shot, up. No shot, travel.
That last offensive possession, you saw the Swathers change to kind of like a weave offense there with the passing and driving there. Almost worked. Jake with a really nice pull-up, but just unable to get it to go. And then also I want to highlight the Longhorns have been switching screens, and that's something that they transitioned out of last year when the Swathers got up big on them in this Hillsboro tournament. I wouldn't be surprised if they would maybe change that later, especially against Kaysen, because, I mean, switching screens against him really is not going to work.
Ball is on the far right side with Proctor. Dribbles towards the middle of the lane, behind the back dribble. Working against Johnson. Kicks out to Richardson. Richardson to Schrader. Schrader looks into Esau. Wasn't there. Thought about the cross-court pass to Proctor, but it wasn't there. Now it's with Richardson in the corner. Into Ben Bollinger. Bollinger, ball slapped away by Mason, and it will end up going off of Ben Bollinger's leg.
Good hands there from Mason. Slapped it out of Bollinger's hand. Bollinger was looking for the corner shooter in Schrader, but was unable to get that ball out before it was taken out of his hands by Mason and then out of bounds off of his leg.
Yeah, great defensive play there by Mason. Ben Bollinger got the ball turned, and Mason was already there to slap it out of his hands. Beautiful defensive play, and they end up getting the turnover. Long will bring the ball up the court, give it to Van Pelt. Van Pelt with the three. His second three of the game. And Swathers are already all the way down the court and driving towards the basket. Longhorn's able to stop them, doesn't quite get there. It's now Schrader on the right side, up top to Schilling. Schilling to Proctor. Proctor into the corner for Richardson. Wide open three, left it just a bit short, and it will end up going out of bounds to the Longhorns.
One thing that Raleigh and just all the coaches in general at Hesston have disciplined the Swathers in is not, and honestly David Woodward too, has been not hanging your head after giving up points, getting down the floor very fast, and the same for offense, not celebrating too much and getting back on defense, not allowing those fast break points to be scored.
There's nothing more fun than scoring a layup while the other team is still celebrating.
Well, there might be a few things more fun.
A little bit, but
you know, like dunking on someone, but I'd have to agree with you for the most part.
Sizemore drives in the lanes, nothing there. Kicks back out to Johnson. Johnson working on Schrader. And the ball is poked away. Kicks back out to Van Pelt. Van Pelt for three. No good. Short. Ball is tapped by Nick Arnold and will stay with the Longhorns.
That was a good possession there from Holcomb. They got that open shot from Van Pelt. The shot just didn't fall, but it was good movement to get that open shot in the first place.
Sizemore to inbound the basketball. He does to Long. Long takes a couple dribbles left against Schilling. Far right side to Autry. Autry back to Long. Long, middle of the lane, spin move, shot. And he's going to end up getting a foul on the body check by Braden Schilling. His second of the game. Team's fourth. Oh, actually got it on Ty Schrader, so that should be just his first personal.
Yeah, Schilling had pretty good defense there. He was straight up, but I think Schrader just reached in there a little bit trying to get that ball loose. First free throws, no good.
And, oh, he's probably in for the shooter. Mason at the scores table will check in for Long after a quick breather. 17 seconds left remaining in this second quarter. Richardson will bring the ball up slowly, so I'm guessing they're running high one or high two. I think I heard him say high one. Passes off to Schilling and back up to Schrader. Schrader to Richardson in the corner. Richardson thinks about the three, takes a pump fake, dribbles, middle of the lane, 2 seconds left, 1 second left. Braden Esau shot up,
there.
and it is good. And the Swathers make a layup right before half to push their lead up to 20 points, their largest lead of the game, 37-17 as we enter halftime. And what a first half of basketball by the Swathers.
I'm really running out of adjectives to describe this Hesston team. I mean, it's basketball ecstasy, really, if you think about it. Like, it's just so fun to watch.
I couldn't agree with you more. It is, man, I am addicted to it. I've been here for 16 minutes.
Okay.
I'm addicted to this. So much fun to watch.
We might get in trouble for that.
I mean,
it was a good analogy, though.
It was a good analogy.
Yeah.
I mean, there probably could have been better ones to use.
I've really been thinking about this basically since like 2 minutes into the game, and I've been looking for a word, but I just can't find one. I feel like that one's the best one to describe it. I don't even think he's gonna look a little sus.
But nonetheless, great half of basketball.
Yeah. An overwhelming feeling of great happiness or joyful excitement. I was right.
Yeah, you were right.
Can't get in trouble for that one.
Nope, you can't. I mean, used it in different contexts. You could.
Yeah. Because that's the one I was trying to use. That's the one. All right.
And no discredit to Holcomb at all. They played a great half of basketball, but their shots just didn't fall.
Honestly, I think they're a little fortunate to only be down by 20.
Mm-hmm.
The Swathers cooled off a little bit there in the very tail end of that second quarter.
Yeah, definitely could have been a lot worse than it was.
All right, thank you to the Fuquay Insurance Group for your support to the Swather Sports Network. Make sure to check out Fuquay Insurance for all your insurance needs. So we are going to take a break. We'll be back in about 5 minutes or so, I would guess.
Some second half basketball action. I'm excited.
Been a very exciting first half. Hopefully the second half can replicate some of that
energy that the first half brought us.
Thank you for saving me there.
Yep. All right. We will catch you guys back here in about 5 minutes. This is Lucas Roth alongside Cole Dutchendorf on the Swather Sports Network.
we are back for this second half of action. Been a very fun game so far. Hopefully this half can replicate that energy that we had from that first half, as we were saying earlier.
I totally agree with you, Cole. I am psyched and ready for the second half. It was quite the first half of action.
It's crazy to me how, obviously, okay, we are from Hesston, so we have that bye seat in us. It is crazy to me how this team is really so good. And I'm trying to be as objective as possible, but this team is already so good that they can pretty much just smack around a top 10 team in 3A. Like, and they're not even playing bad. That's the craziest part, is Holcomb is not playing bad by any means.
They're playing to the best of their abilities at the moment, and the Swathers are just drowning them out.
Their shooting percentage has to be insane right now.
It's got to be above 70%.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, they've only missed 2 3-point jumpers the entire game.
Missed a couple layups. Honestly,
yeah,
they might have more missed layups than missed anything else.
I agree. That's actually got to be the most misses. But can we get a quick score update from you, Cole?
I was just about to do that. Braden Esau has 2. Ty Schrader has 4. Jake Proctor has 3. Braden Schilling has 6. Casey Richardson has 17. And Nick Arnold has 5 for the Swathers. And then for the Longhorns, Dalton Long has 3. Zephin Mason has 6. Deegan Van Pelt has 6. And Cooper Autry has 2.
Second half starters for the Longhorns. It'll be Long, Autry, Sizemore, Mason, and Van Pelt. For the Swathers, it will be Arnold, Schilling, Richardson, Bollinger, and Humphreys. Sizemore bring the ball up, get it to Mason. Mason working on Braden Schilling. Kick out, corner 3 for Long, no good. Long, actually, and the board goes to Ben Bollinger.
We got to stop, bro.
Yeah, I couldn't help myself there. If
it works,
it popped into my head, and Jackson Humphreys on the other end goes to work. A little too strong on the layup. His zone board into Casey Richardson. Richardson's layup is good.
I think Humphreys was actually shocked at how open that was. He just muscled his way to the post and just overshot that layup, and then had a really nice feed there to Richardson.
For sure. Beautiful assist there by Humphreys. On the other end, Van Pelt into the lane. Long drives. Shot up. No good. And they're going to get a foul on Jackson Humphreys.
No comment on the foul. No comment.
And looks like Ty Schrader will immediately come to check in for him. Third personal foul on Humphreys. That has been, I mean, not to kick a man while he's down, but the foul trouble has been prominent for Jackson Humphreys throughout the years. Great basketball player, just gotta watch it sometimes. And that foul right there, I mean, could have gone.
We'll keep it at that.
Yeah, we'll leave it there.
You could say Jackson is a jack of all trades.
With the puns, Cole. We gotta stop with the puns.
People listening right now are probably just cringing so hard.
Oh, Casey Richardson, it almost went coast to coast, lobs it into Bollinger. Bollinger back to Richardson. Richardson looks to the corner, and the ball's deflected, but grabbed by Arnold.
Good night.
Sloppy possession there. That was a little bit of a sloppy possession. Not often you see that from the Hesston Swathers, and Mason goes the other way with the ball. Working on Schilling, goes middle of the lane, kicks to the corner to Sizemore. Sizemore passes it up to Van Pelt. Van Pelt cuts middle, not there. Up top to Autry. Autry. Deep 3. It is good.
Nice shot there from Autry. Not a lot you can do there if you're Braden Schilling. I mean, that's deep. You're not expecting him to pull that.
Yeah, that's just right in Ben Bollinger's face.
Oh, it was Bollinger? My mistake.
That's just right. I mean, there's nothing you can do. And the double team comes to Casey Richardson. To Ty Schrader in the corner for 3. No good. Tipped by Nick Arnold, and it will be Longhorn basketball.
I think you're okay with that possession, but I feel like about how early it was, you're okay for the Swathers to kind of relax and try to milk that possession. I mean, obviously that's a great look from Ty Schrader, and I probably wouldn't be saying this right now if he missed.
Shot.
But yeah, you might. I mean, you're up 18 here in the third quarter. You might just kind of, take your free throws and layups ideology just and apply it right now, honestly, at this point.
Yeah, except instead of layups, you might want to move out to like free throws and short jumpers.
Yeah.
Mason to the rack, and his shot is good.
He is so smooth. I mean, he can get to the rack pretty much whenever he wants. He has that really nice handle. I mean, there's not really a ton of weaknesses in his game, offensively speaking, at the minimum.
Richardson brings the ball up, gives it to Schrader. Richardson out to Arnold. Arnold for 3, no good. Long. Bollinger with the board, though. Gives it to Arnold, and Greg Raleigh will take a timeout as Ben Bollinger was falling to the floor. And honestly, I think that's a very well-used timeout.
Yep.
I mean, Holcomb's making a little bit of a run, so you can talk to them, get their heads back in the game, and also got to prevent the turnover there. So all in all, I really did like that timeout there.
Do you think that they would have called a travel if the timeout didn't get called?
No, because he got the ball off to Nick Arnold.
That's what I was thinking too.
But still, though, you don't want to take that chance if you're Greg. Or Coach Raleigh. My bad. My bad. You know a guy for so long, it's just habit takes over. So it's been really hard. You know, the assistant coach Roth, teacher here at Hesston High School, it is tough to call him Mr. Roth.
I think I've really only called him Mr. Roth a couple times this year, max.
He'd always correct me too, and to be like so. But now since he calls me, he sometimes calls me Mr. Roth, so it's like just reciprocal. It works perfectly. Swathers running a set play here, and Ty Schrader will go to work and ends up making the layup. Beautiful move. He backed him all the way into the post. Great move coming out of the timeout. Good job by Coach Raleigh to get him into that play to score the bucket. Autry, step back, doesn't take it. Kicks to Sizemore in the corner. Thinks about driving, doesn't, backs it out. Crossover dribble with the left hand. Turns, kicks, Mason. Pull-up jumper, long corner, and the shot is long. Richardson with the board, and he is running. And ball's taken by Mason, and he's running the other way. They got 3-on-1. He kicks it out to Van Pelt. Van Pelt for three, no, short. Richardson with the board, and Richardson pushes it as well. Schilling up court, and he will pull it out and slow it down.
Going back to that last possession there on defense, that was great awareness there by Mason to go behind Kaysen and get that steal.
But I think even though Kaysen's very fast, I think Mason's a bit faster.
Yeah, for sure.
Got that post entry of Nick Arnold. Ben Bollinger with the dribble, hard dribble to the basket. Layup is good.
And I think you could argue that should have been an and one. Looked like he kind of got hip checked a little bit there, but still was able to get that shot to fall.
Mason thought about the elbow jumper. No, kicks out to Van Pelt. Van Pelt's three is nothing but the air, and the Swathers are going the other way. Ty Schrader.
You don't have to come with a man's like that.
What? Everybody can see it. I mean, sorry, Van Pelt. If you go back and watch this, my apologies.
Just a little short.
You're just a little short. Next time I'll say that.
It's all good.
Schrader, kick to Arnold. Arnold, wide open three-pointer, no good, off the side of the rim. Wasn't too pretty of a shot, and ball will go to Autry. Autry for three, also no good.
Last three shots have been not the greatest quality from both teams. I mean, good quality shots, but
Arnold got away with a little bit of travel there, but yeah, I get what you're saying, Cole.
Good looks, not good execution.
Arnold with the ball on the right wing, up top to Bollinger. Bollinger back to Arnold. Arnold working left, tries to go in the lane, jump stop, kick out. Case Richard was open, couple dribbles into the lane, and passes it off and ends up getting a foul. And so the Swathers will get to run and inbounds play.
Yes.
Yes.
Makes
So Swather substitution. Bruner will come in for Schilling, and it looks like Esau came in for Bollinger. Schrader inbounds the ball up top to Proctor. Proctor into the corner. Schrader for three. No good. Long. Board by Kaysen Richardson. Showing how long he is. And then the end to Braden Esau on the post.
Pause. That was a nice board there by Esau. And then finish. Or wait, it was a pass, wasn't it?
No, it was pass to Esau, and then he finished.
Yeah, it's on. Yeah.
Yeah. Beautiful. I mean, Kaysen Richardson just showcasing how
there again.
Oh man, that his wingspan. Now they have the 3-on-2 for the Swathers. Pass it to Proctor. Proctor back to Richardson. Richardson shot, and they get him for a charge.
That's a good call. Good fast break defense there. They had the disadvantage on their side, and it did not matter as he stood in there and took a charge.
And Jake Proctor making that extra pass there, and you never want to tell a guy not to make a pass, not to be unselfish, but that's when you just got to shoot there. I mean, 3-on-2 fast breaks last for very limited amounts of time. Can't make that many passes. Just got to take that one and go up with it.
That was textbook defense there from the Longhorns to stop that fast break and to draw the charge.
45-23 our score here from Hesston High's main gym with Holcomb with the basketball. Backdoor cut by Mesa. Mesa couldn't quite corral the ball.
Good cut. Just the pass was a little off. And
yeah,
it could have been caught, but it was just a tad off.
And you saw Autry after the play tapping his chest like, that's my bad, bro. I'll get you next time. Richardson brings the ball up the court, working against Van Pelt. Off to the wing to Proctor. Proctor to Braden Bruner. Then to Richardson. Richardson pull up Jay from the short corner. No good. Ty with the rebound. Then stolen away by Jake Proctor. There's got to be a foul.
Right?
Yep. This official has it for a foul on the arm.
Yeah, for sure.
He was reaching in. And so it will end up being a foul.
Yeah. That's the correct call. That's a good by the back judge there to come in and correct the call of a tie-up. He didn't really have the angle there. He was behind the action, so he couldn't see the foul on the Longhorns there.
Second foul on Caden Johnson. Second team foul this half. Bruner with the ball on the wing. Dribbles left to Richardson in the corner. Schrader back to Richardson. Down low to Braden Bruner. Braden Bruner turn, pull up from the lane. No good. Ty kicks it to him. Tips it to himself, gets the board. Richardson in the middle of the lane might have gotten fouled a little bit there, but turnover nonetheless. And then the Swathers get a foul on the other end on Autry as he was driving.
Van Pelt on that last defensive possession did something that the Longhorns really haven't been able to do all day, and that's stop Casey Richardson. Had a very nice reach in there and poked the ball out of his hands, leading to a steal.
Yes, very good job there on the defensive end. Van Pelt thought about the three, didn't take it. Autry, deep three, no good. And Braden Esau is out and running. He's got Jake Proctor ahead of him, doesn't do it. Cross-court pass to Richardson. Richardson, spin move into the lane. Off the side of the backboard. Board by Esau. Esau and one. Wow, that was
Casey with a rare misstep
Yeah.
there on the attack. Spun right into Autry. Kind of surprised him, I think, off the backboard. But then Esau, following that shot into the basket, able to get that board, put it through, and the foul.
Yeah, especially on fast breaks, you want to just run as hard as you can towards that basket if you're one of those first few people, and Richardson missed it right to where Esau was, and Esau was able to grab it and score that bucket, and the Swathers just continue to build this lead that they have. And Esau's free throw is no good as Schilling, Arnold, and Bullinger head to the scorers table. Mesa with the ball on the wing, dribbles left on Bruner, is stopped by the help defense by Ty Schrader. Back out, Autry now. Near the volleyball spike line. And now Mason has it. Mason, kick out to Palacios. Back to Mason. Mason for three. Looks good. It is good. And Holcomb will take a timeout after that made three to discuss the steps they need to take to be able to crawl back into this basketball game.
And I think the main way that they're going to do that, just get back into this game, they're going to have to start hitting their shots. They've had a lot of good looks this quarter, but they've really just been unable to follow through on some of those shot attempts. I mean, if you make 2 or even 3 or 4 of those 3-point attempts in this quarter, you're looking at a completely different ball game, down about 10 instead of 21.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. And they just got to talk about. I wouldn't be surprised to see him come out and in a press here.
Yep.
Probably, I don't know. They haven't really done much of pressure this game. I'm guessing it'll either be like a 1-3-1 half-court trap or a 2-2-1 full-court press. So,
yeah. I doubt they'll go with the man-man press.
It's too easy to break.
It's just not. You can do that if in the start of the game just to create some pressure with a team maybe that's less disciplined. But the Swathers, because of their offensive prowess and getting the ball down the floor, I would doubt that would really work on them, but we'll see what they do. And they actually may be running that man-to-man press.
Well, looks like they're man-to-man for now, and Ben Bullinger goes long.
See, that's just too easy to break.
Passes into Proctor. Proctor getting, Mesa was on him pretty much the entire way down the court, just, arm in arm.
And that's why I really don't like the man-to-man press there. I mean, you saw how effortlessly they broke that press with just a quick screen, and then Proctor taking it all the way down the floor. Oh,
beautiful spin move by Schilling. Basket is no good. Try with the left hand, it is not good. Ball brought up by Autry. Up top to Palacios, and then to the wing to Mason. Mason back to Autry. Autry looks at Palacios in the corner, doesn't pass it, now he does. And Palacios up to Mesa. Mesa Back to Autry. Autry had Palacios cutting, missed him. Now he's going to take the 3, and it is good.
That's the second deep range 3 that he's hit this game.
And the lead is down to 18 now. Dang, you'd think I'd be good at math. Schilling with the ball now on the right wing. Oh, they missed Proctor. They had him open in the lane. It looks like they are in, no, they're still in their man-to-man. Now Proctor with the ball on the wing. 9 seconds left, now 8. Schilling on the far right wing gets the screen from Ty. Now working right, goes behind the back. Kick out to Schrader. 2 seconds, 1 second. Shot up, bang! Ty Schrader with the 3-pointer at the buzzer.
Good awareness there to get that shot off. I didn't think he was going to. He lost handle of it at the very beginning of when he got it, but then was able to just kind of put that shot up, kind of catapult it almost, and then it just splashed in there at the very end of the third quarter.
Had missed his previous 2, but managed to sink the one that mattered the most. Pushes the SWAT the lead back to 21, and we will take a quick break and rejoin you here for some third quarter action. I'm Lucas Roth alongside Cole Dutchendorf. You're listening to Swather Sports Network.
So we're back with that fourth quarter action. Swathers up 50-29 over the Longhorns.
Swathers will start the fourth here with the basketball. Kason Richardson just kind of ran into, looks like they're running a set play here. And gives the ball to Arnold. Arnold up top to Humphreys, into Bollinger. Bollinger looks backside. Nick Arnold, corner 3, his favorite spot. No good, off the side rim, rolled around. Now he'll drive middle of the lane. Still keeps the basketball. He rolled over, and Greg Rowley will use a quick timeout here to prevent the turnover.
You know, despite that missed 3 from Nick there, that was really great vision there from Ben Bollinger to get that ball out to the open man. That's something that he really excels with, is that inside-out action, able to get the ball to the open man more times than not.
Yeah, and those inside-out threes are some of the most highest percentage shots in basketball. I mean, there's nothing better than to stand there out on the wing because you're ready for it, you're waiting for it, and you get it and you shoot it and bang. It's just such a great shot, and it works even better when you sink it.
That was loud.
Mm-hmm.
Was that the Holcomb coach?
Yeah, it was getting very, what's the word? Colorful.
Testy? Oh, colorful?
Yeah. No, it's not colorful. I don't know. There's a word for it. It's like colorful.
Vulgar?
No,
he wasn't being vulgar.
He wasn't even. No, he was just passionate. Was what he was. But they gave Hesston. They called it a full timeout. Oh, Greg wanted a 30-second timeout.
Probably not happy about that.
Nope, he was not. He spent about 20 seconds of the timeout complaining about it. Or not complaining, arguing his case, I guess. And into Kason Richardson it goes.
That's really just unstoppable. That's been happening all night long. He gets that one-on-one in the paint. There's not a lot you're going to be able to do to stop that.
Yeah, it's just, there's some things that you just can't do. And stopping Kason Richardson has been one of those tonight for the Holcomb Longhorns. First free throws up, and it is good. Nothing but net.
There's 3 things that are certain in life: death, taxes, and Kason Richardson finishing at the rim. Or getting fouled.
Yeah, that was a good one. And second free throw short, no good. Board goes to Autry. Autry coming down to the other end. Passes up to Long, back to Sizemore. Sizemore to Autry. Autry fakes left, step back, pull up 3, no good. Off the mark, board to Sizemore. Van Pelt. Van Pelt will drive in, and he will be fouled. Pretty good drive there.
Yeah, he got Schilling in the air and was able to kind of spin out of that danger and then draw the foul on Kason Richardson, I believe. Or it might have been Schilling trying to jump back into the lane.
First free throw is no good. Tough.
Braden Esau coming in for Ben Bollinger now. Yeah, it's going to be a foul on Mesa there, a little over the back.
Yeah,
kind of got a stranglehold of Schilling.
Yeah, and just in case you were wondering, that music that we play is the college football theme song. Landon, I knew you were questioning, but
College Football 12. What a video game series, just in general.
Yeah, it is a great song. But back to basketball action. Thanks for that question, Landon. I'm going to clear you up on that.
Nice pass
oh, jeez. I mean, it's just not. It's just hard to watch. I mean, I love to watch. I mean, you'd love to see it, but you just feel for Holcomb because they just can't stop him, and it's hard sometimes.
He has 22 now,
and then
a large majority of it has been around the rim. He's hit a couple threes, but other than that, it's been free throw line and right at the rim, just backing down the Longhorns. They've been merciless, really, to his post game at the moment.
Humphreys to inbound, hits Richardson as he goes into the backcourt. Richardson brings it up. Schilling on the right side. Jackson had inside position on Mason. Instead, Schilling will go baseline, and he will lose the ball out of bounds. Great defensive play there by Mason. Switched off of his man and on to Schilling, and Schilling just couldn't quite keep it in bounds. Mason to bring the ball up for the Longhorns. Gives it off to Van Pelt. Van Pelt dribbling right, kicks back long for three. Bang, knocks it home. And another timeout will be used.
You could say he wasn't long on the three that
time.
I
knew you were going to say, I thought about saying it. But
I got to even the score of puns, you know.
That is true.
You had a big lead on me with the longs earlier, and then I had to get back. I got him one of them with the something. I said something, and it wasn't long, but I don't remember.
Well, they're taking a full timeout, and I think we'll take it with them. Just a quick break. We'll be back in about 35 seconds. This is Cole and Lucas on the Swather Sports Network.
Back in action here in this fourth quarter.
And looks like the Longhorns are in, looked like would have been a 2-on-2 press. And Swathers are able to break it with fairly little turbulence.
I like, that's great analogy there. I love the fact that they were in the 2-on-2. I mean, they still broke it. Wow, that was open. I like that instead of a man-to-man, as, I mean, that's pretty much the easiest press to break, I would think. Unless you have some real dogs there on defense.
That is true. You are right. Braden Esau around the screen from Bollinger. What a beautiful play. And he's come alive in the second half with 6 points.
You saw it with the good drive, and then Ben Bollinger sealing the defender there for him as well. Oh, totally grabbed him there. Didn't get the call.
And no good from Van Pelt, who does poke the ball away from Richardson. Gets the ball in for the easy layup, and he makes it. And they'll be able to set up their press. Schilling now with the ball to Esau, still in the backcourt. About at three-quarters court, crosses over, passes to Schilling. Schilling, middle of the court. Now they got the 3-on-2. Pass to Ben Bollinger. Bollinger, easy layup is good.
That's something that this team works on pretty much every day. They're very good at breaking the press. Wow, that was a wild shot.
Indeed a wild shot. Was trying to draw the foul there, and Swathers with a great D and great poise to not foul him on that shot.
And we went all the way over the backboard there.
Did indeed.
I think Autry was complaining a little bit about that no call there.
Ball is thrown into Richardson, up to Esau. Esau pump fake to the right. I mean, not pump fake, but rip-through faked? I don't know.
I have no clue.
That was a weird fake, but kicks out to Bollinger. Bollinger to Arnold. Arnold to Schrader, and it looks like the Swathers are indeed in there.
Yeah, you just saw him pass up 2 wide open threes. They're very
conservative now with their shot selection.
What's the word I'm thinking of? I really have no clue what I'm trying to say, but it's the right word, but they're just not really forcing it, just allowing the game to come to them, sort of.
Conservative?
It's.
And Kason Richardson with another layup. Oh, man, he has either fouled or made the basket pretty much every single time he's gotten into the lane this game. Brings his point total up to 24 on the night. The drive by Long for the Longhorns is good and brings the score to 59-36.
Content. That's what I was trying to.
There we
content
go.
to let the game come to them and to not force any threes or anything.
Yeah, that's a good word.
I don't know why I couldn't think of it.
Ben Bollinger into the lane, kicks it back out to Arnold. Arnold to Schrader. Schrader across to Esau. Swathers, you know, they're just chilling nonchalantly, passing the ball around the wing. Don't need anything. Good cut by Nick Arnold, and he was either going to get a travel or a charge, so kind of caught in the wrong place at the wrong time. So Proctor and Humphreys will re-enter the game for the Swathers, as Mason will go take a break for the Longhorns. Palacios inbounds the ball to Long, and Long will bring the ball up the court and is fouled by Proctor. And now Schilling will enter the game. I wonder if soon, maybe we'll get to see some of the players from Hesston that haven't played in the game thus far, but probably won't happen for a little bit longer. They just call a double foul. Yep, they just called, I believe, a double foul on Jackson Humphreys and Cooper Autry. Or maybe just a foul on Cooper Autry. I don't know. I was confused a little bit. He did the double foul motion, like with his arms extended, but
yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely what it was. Jackson Humphreys now playing good D. Got to be careful, though. He does have 4 fouls. Ball goes into Johnson. Johnson.
Charge.
Oh, charge. I think he was going to get a charge or a travel, so kind of got a little bit of both there.
I think who was that on the drive?
Johnson.
I think he thought he was anticipating the contact, and then Schilling kind of pulled the cherry out from under him.
All right. Couldn't have phrased it better. Ball goes into Proctor. Couple of good crossover dribbles, and he might go coast to coast. And he does, but leaves the layup. Short air ball, but another great O board by Braden Esau. That's got to be 3 or 4 on the day so far for him.
Yep.
Proctor now with the ball. Almost traveled there, but kept his feet on the ground. Humphreys now with the basketball. Dribbles left, gives it to Esau. Esau drills in the lane between the legs. Passes up any shots that might have come about from there. And now Schilling gets the ball. And now Swathers just passing it around and looking for that layup or the chance to go to the line to shoot. And now the ball's given into Esau. Esau goes to work. Shot up left hand, no good. Ty Schrader rebound.
Oh, my.
Oh. He was aiming to
that one.
Yeah, he was going off the backboard, and it hit the rim before it hit the backboard. And Palacios will be fouled by Ty Schrader, who was trying to hustle back on defense.
You know, we often talk about Kayson's prowess there in the paint, but Braden Esau, that's another one of his main strengths on the offensive side of the ball. He didn't convert there, but he can typically get a pretty good shot there from there in the post.
Sorry, I had a quick break there. Take a yawn, but Palacios go to line to shoot the 1-and-1, and he sinks the first one, his first points of the game. Oh, that was bad.
It's all good. It happens to the best of us.
Pretty much the whole day without the voice crack, and there it was. Palacios' second shot is also good. Brings the score to Swathers 59, Longhorns 38. Schrader to bring the ball up. A couple crossover dribbles between the legs. Out of the wing to Braden Bruner. Bruner to Schilling. Schilling. Dribbles left, behind the back. And, had Jake Proctor on the backdoor cut, just didn't see him. Esau now dribbling left, and he's going to be fouled to go to the line to shoot a 1-on-1. Be the 4th foul on Cooper Autry. Braden Esau will miss the front end of that 1-and-1, and now it'll be Johnson going the other way. And and they gave him the and one on that. I think
block was the correct call. I believe Esau's feet were still moving.
Yeah,
but
I don't like the and one call. Might have been a little bit of continuation there, which is only seen in the NBA.
That's okay though. Still a good shot there from Johnson. Good finish through the contact.
First shot, free throw is up and good.
I think everybody
didn't. Nobody thought he had the and one.
I think
he didn't even realize.
That's probably a pretty good indication of that. But
yeah,
nonetheless, good finish there from Johnson, and then the free throw as well.
Casey Richardson might have gotten away with a little bit of a carry on behind the back, but nonetheless recovers it, and Swathers maintain possession of the basketball. And Casey Richardson will be fouled by Long, and Micah Dalston is
yes, Micah.
He was running towards the scorer's table, and then Greg sat him back down again.
Micah is one of my favorite people.
He is one of my favorite people too.
He's been balling recently on JV. He's put up like 15 in his last 3 games, 15 or more.
And if you want to talk about a kid that's as equally as good of a person as they are as good of an athlete,
he is so fundamentally strong in basketball. There's not a single thing he does wrong.
And Richardson misses the second free throw, so the subs will stay where they are.
I think that's about the 4th or 5th time when he's been at the line that he's made first and missed second. No 5 and 30.
Three-pointer by Sizemore. No good. Board
tip
by
there
Esau.
From Bruner to tip it to Braden Esau.
And Esau to Richardson. And there looks like they're just going to run the clock out. So
no Micah today.
Nah.
Maybe we'll see him on Friday.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Oh.
Yeah, I think the Pride.
Yeah.
Yeah, no
They're
shot.
Just no shot. They're not going to foul. I don't think the refs will call. Oh, maybe. Oh.
Nice finish there from Sizemore for his first points of the game.
And that's tough. I've been in that situation before, just sitting at the scores table and you don't get the chance to go in. There he goes to sit back down next to coach. But it's tough seeing because not a lot of kids come around that are as nice as Micah Dalston.
Yep.
But nonetheless, what a great win for the Hesston Swathers. I mean, you came in and you took care of business against, well, one of the top 10 teams in the state, and that's all you could really ask for. So.
And Holcomb, obviously, we were saying it earlier, they played very well despite losing. I mean, this has been the closest game for Hesston this year, which is kind of crazy to think about because they played the #1 team in 3A. They played several top 10 teams they played the #1 team in
1A.
In 1A. They are the #1 team in 3A. And they beat a couple of top 10 teams in 3A. You're just seeing their absolute dominance of the competition at the moment. Point totals for Hesston. Esau had, and this is definitely this could be wrong because it got messed up a little bit like deep into the 4th quarter. Esau with 8, Schrader with 9, Proctor with 3, Schilling with 6, Kaysen with 25,
Jeez.
Arnold with 5, and Bollinger with 4. And then for Holcomb, Palacios with 2, Sizemore with 2, Long with 4, Mason with 11, Van Pelt with 8, Johnson with 3, Autry with 5.
And no doubt, player of the game has to go to Kaysen Richardson.
Yeah.
I mean, if he ever got the ball in the post, there was no chance that you were
It was
stopping.
all she wrote once he got the ball in the post.
And I think the Swathers run late first quarter, early second quarter. The Holcomb Longhorns.
It was only 18-11 at the end of the first quarter, but then I believe I don't remember.
At one point,
it was like 37-17 at the end of the half. So they outscored them. What is that? Like basically 20-7
Yeah.
or 20-6, essentially.
Which is just heartbreaking for Holcomb because, I mean, you were there. You were in it for a while, but Hesston they wore them out, and they shot lights out for a while. And once you get down by a lot, it's just hard to come back from that. So
Schrader and Esau both had really good games off the bench.
Mm-hmm.
Esau was there on the offensive boards. Schrader was there on the defensive boards on the defensive end. It was really fun to watch this team tonight. Yeah.
We will be back here on Friday, same times. And who are we playing on Friday?
Eureka. Is that a team?
Right? Yeah, it's
Eureka.
Yeah.
I believe that's
we're
who it is
playing
in the
Eureka
second game
on
of this
Friday.
Hillsborough tournament with a strange format. I mean,
Yeah.
Hillsborough tournament at Hesston because of the COVID-19.
Hey, I'm not going to complain.
I am
I'm
not
not
either.
gonna
Otherwise,
complain at
we
all.
were going to be like halfway through the season without
Yeah.
announcing a game yet.
But, yeah, it's been a pleasure to be able to announce the games for you guys. And this has been Cole Dutchendorf and Lucas Roth on the Swather Sports Network. And we will see you guys on Friday.